BRB over as a Frost Death Knight? Unholy DK? What is this set? Wait, hold on. That actually looks kind of good. It's like a mix of like Wrath, I think it is, but like a little bit of that Shadowlands on the helm and the spears for so long. I like it. That looks good. Mongo on that team. Over in the back, we got RSK, Demoniac, and Torvus. First up versus Necro Shots, the Hunter, trying to see if he can go for a big... Oh my god, the rapid fire, the marksman is actually making some work out, but Turtle Shell, as soon as he sees Torvus with big damage, just trying to see if he can put him on ice for just a moment, get a little bit of a different position. Sending a lot of defenses, though. That is survival of the fittest. I think Fortification of the Bear and Turtle. So that's literally everything sent. He's got nothing left. Torvus trying to see if he can get around the guy as best as possible, doing quite a number of damage. Necro needs to get himself a better situation and maybe then try to see if he can break those defenses. His opener was fantastic, but now the damage is really... Oh, now he got Fortification of the Bear. So maybe surviving, maybe it lives the stun. He needs some kind of a CC chain, needs a camo at some point. Freezing Trap does hopefully let him escape as long as he doesn't take any more damage. Maybe... Goes in for slow. If he can maybe get some damage with an explosive onto Torvus, potentially can have himself a big go. Scatter Shot is trying to give himself a bit of a breather. Not out of the woods just yet, though. Dropping down traps, needs a camo. At some point, needs to get himself a camo for certain, because he's not in a good spot whatsoever. Going to be a dash chuck of sent in, maybe potential for some damage. You've got yourself big explosive, maybe a massive aim shot, rapid fire to follow, but the damage just continues on and on and on. My goodness. Gonna be Stoneblood up next. Got himself the Blessing of Sanctify immediately in case there's a stun active. Mad damage out of Torvus immediately with a Shield of Vengeance, though. Stoneblood having to turn up the heat, just going in for a Shield of Vengeance himself just so he can stay aggressive. Try to see if he can get around the corner. Torvus immediately with a Human Rachel just to break himself out of that stun. Bubble right after. Just gotta put him, ended up putting himself in just against a wall where Stoneblood just keeps putting pressure. Does not go for the bubble of his own, just living. And just kind of all over the place. It's so hard to track Stone. It's just all over, literally all over the place. Such a desync or something. I don't even know what to call it. But Stoneblood with a Stone. BRB up next. Stone did just end up using a lot of his offensive cooldown. So maybe for BRB, doesn't have to be walking into a Paladin with a full crusading might against him. So maybe there's a chance. Unholy Death Knights can do well here and there, but usually they have a hard time against a lot of the classes. Just the survivability of a Death Knight is limited. Blind to Stoneblood for just a second, trying to see if he can hold him in his grasp as best as he can, but Stone just moseys on out of there. Mounts his mount, gets the hell out of dodge, surrounded by the undeads, and BRB just trying to keep the pressure going as best as humanly possible, but man, it's just a lot for him to get it through. And Stoneblood got plenty of defense. Dome coming down, Trinket out of BRB though. Even got himself the Lichborn as well, so maybe can use the Death Coils to keep himself alive and maintain. Trying to keep Stoneblood away from any pillars, locking him out in the opener with a stun. And just trying to keep the pressure with an AMS to follow. Just trying to give himself as much damage as he can, but now Stoneblood did end up using Blessing of Spell Warden. Technically, Death Knights have a lot of physical damage, or quite a good portion of the damage is physical, so maybe this will give Stoneblood survivability, but I'm not sure. The pet does get bumped up and stunned. Oh, it's just over. It's just over. My goodness. Even that's why Chill Pills we have been playing Death Knight that much within these duels. I mean, he pops in once in a blue moon, but that Shadow Priest in particular, which normally Shadow Priest is not a great dueling class, chat, but compared to Death Knight, miles better. You actually have a heal, you have good CC, a fantastic set of defensives, and just longevity. And Priest is not the most longevity class, but it's just like a step up from what a Death Knight is. Can we get a Death Knight buff a little bit here, Blizz? Calling for it right now. Stoneblood with a full crusade. Mongo. Oh, oh no! I couldn't even, oh my brain couldn't even slam. Everything happened together all at once, but a Trinket, bingo, hammer coming down, everything just kind of connected all at once, and Mongo just got squeezed for everything they had. With that crusade damage still rolling into the next monk, Stoneblood got himself a hell of a go, hell of an opener, no more immunities, but if you can just survive the burst of a monk, man, if you could just combo them like that again, you wouldn't even have to worry about a karma or nothing. So for RSK, hopefully you took a note out of that book, what just happened there. Make sure you get yourself a karma at some point. Don't hold on to send it at some point when you can. Mongo, I feel like it's just done dirty though. Stoneblood with some damage. But now he's got to do down on defenses and offenses. He's very limited on what he can do. Trying to use mobility, spent on mana, so you can't really even heal himself. Maybe next stun hammer combo RSK does have a trinket, so maybe you will need to go for a bubble or blind to get a trinket out of the guy. It's going to be a trinket immediately. Do you have... Oh! It just... I feel like the monk felt so safe there. He was like, I'm doing fine. This guy's super low. I'm going to work down the damage a little bit. And just out of left field, everything happened all at once. Stone blood, just stone cold. My goodness. Stone, it's just a stone blood. It's just like a shorthand for stone cold killer out for blood. Like, is that his full name, last name, and a middle name somewhere in there? His granddad's name, his granddad's name in there. That's so good. Squiddle though. My goodness. Oh, the rogue, dude. Wait, you're alive. 1 second karma. What are you? I feel like when you just watch two monks just get absolutely comboed, I would be on my heels, man. I would be looking to press a karma the first global I got. That is just a lot of damage from a rogue, and it's going to be a lot for you to take him down right now. Trinket out of Demoniac, though. Disarm for the monk. Got himself karma. It's not going to last long. Trying to get his one rolling, unless you got a Fist Fury. It's going to be really tough. Next stun is going to be the end of you, unless you can maybe pre-wall it. And I feel like that's what you want to be maybe looking for. Dampen harm or fortification brew, something, anything, even the magic damage reduction for secret technique would have been amazing. Cheap shot, so close, dude, so close. Lucky or Rosie, a little bit of an auto duel. This time the shoe is on the other foot. This time Demonic is the one that's behind, but Rosie have everything. Now I guess it could just give Demonic maybe an opportunity to at least catch the pick up a couple of times, right? Catch up a little bit of health. But he's going to be behind, no trinket, no cloak, no evasion. I don't even know if that's enough sometimes for a rogue. Like, I don't even know if that could hold a rogue back, being behind like this. But Rosie, at least trying to make it as much of an auto duel, letting the rogue get the opener, which is exactly what these two did for each other, right? When Rosie was behind, he let Demoniac get the Demoniac let him get the opener. This time it's a little different, more or less. Or he wants to go for the opener? Or maybe just waiting? I'm not even sure. Sap? I'm not even sure. Freezing trap right around the left hand side. The Rosie does set it up perfectly. Binding shot right after. Demonic does not have a cloak for this one. Could be advantage though, as a binding shot does stop in place. Shadow steps are using them aggressively to get damage onto Rosie as soon as possible. Disarm right after. Cloak come back up last second. Does have a way out of this one at least. There's going to be immediate turtle as soon as he sees the secret technique. Did not want to find out how much damage that thing was going to do. As Demoniac trying to see if he can retreat behind the pillar. Flare on the right hand side. Gets him out in the open. Camera to follow. He's going to phantomize him out. Freeze the trap to stop him in place. Vanish still available for the rogue. See if he can use the vanish. He could get a lot of cooldowns back right now. He got evasion for the moment. Dance is available. Could have himself a proper kidney shot. Rosie does not have a trinket, so that is one advantage the Demonic has. As long as the enemy doesn't have a trinket, if you get yourself a clean lineup, you might be good. Avoiding any traps. Big secret technique maybe. Trying to make some damage happen. Cheap shot to follow. Making sure there's at least dots. If he cannot contain the pressure onto Rosie, he's at least going to put a rupture and try to see if he can whittle him down over time. Binding. Rosie, do you have a proper go? Explosive available. Demonic, maybe with a vanish, may just need it right now. Does go for the vanish as the Death Chakra is still upon him. Has a blind to maybe get himself a proper reset. Maybe look it out for it. Does he get to? That's going to be a freezing trap right on top of Rosie. Does get caught. Trinket available. Get a shot. Wait, is this your chance? Secret technique. Mad damage. That's going to be a cloak. Burn through it. Oh, no way. Hold on. You do get exiled last second, though. Stun onto Demoniac, but I don't know if he's actually like... It's stun is a defensive, not an offensive. You don't really get aggressive with the guy just yet. Rosie had no help whatsoever. Trapped on the side. And Demoniac could maybe... He does get caught by it, but a blind keeps Rosie in place. Smoke bomb to give himself a little bit of a line of sight. Could maybe step and be ready to go. Trying to see if he can go with the traps. Kidney. Binding shot. Don't move and you'll be fine. Cloak coming back up in just a second. Vanish just to get yourself cooldowns. Oh my god, Demoniac. A monster. My god, he's so aggressive. Oh, it's so good. Cheap shot. I think this is where it's probably over though, right? This is probably where the curtains close. No, Cloak of Shadows. Lights are not out just yet. Has a cheap shot available. No trinket for Lucky. You have yourself a dance. Do you have enough damage? Shadow strikes are available. Cheap shots, but it's looking for a bit of a reset. Hopefully you got a rupture on the guy just to deny him in his stealth. And look at that, man. The speed demon right behind the pillar. My god. Sap to follow. Lucky. I mean... He has no trinket. The guy's just absolutely hurting right now. Look at him. But it looks like he's going to be able to get himself a proper reset. Eyes are available on one side and the other. Lucky trying to see if he can mosey over. Demoniac kind of out in the middle. Should be able to spot the eye. Sap. Perfectly timed. Perfectly spotted. Kidney. Do you have everything available? Big secret. That's a lot of damage. Cheap death. Does it do stuff? Cheap shot last second. But a blind for Lucky does maybe give him a breather. Kidney on Demoniac. Cheat death is the only thing that stands between you and death right now. except maybe Cloak. Cheat Death does get to proc it. Is there going to be enough damage? Shadow Stepping over. Try to go for Sippy Cup. Maybe that'll be enough. Evasion out for Lucky. Evasion out for Demonic as well. Have a Vanish coming up very, very soon. Next stun is going to be End of Ya. Who's going to get the first stun? Cheap Shot. Super DR, but no. Lucky does go in for the Viscera. He just needed the half a second stun just to get a proper go. My God, that was so good. Stone Blood absolutely just decimated though. This man just doesn't. I love the aggression, boys. I love the aggression. I notice on the EU, a lot of players generally play like a little bit slower, a little bit more survivable. On NA, you guys are just unhinged. I love it. Ban rogues. Is that what we're doing, chat? Are we actually going to ban rogues now? Hold on.